Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Two-Headed Serpent, our Cthulhu Pulp campaign. With us today, a sort of a reduced group. As you can see, we only have three of them. Mike, unfortunately, had some, real life stuff, which is unforgivable, but we will try to forgive him anyway. So the situation will be a little bit different, and we will adjust accordingly. But with us today, still, let's meet our players, starting with Kit.
Hi, I'm Kit, and I'm playing Winnifred Barnes.
Followed by our friend Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Jimmy.
And finally, Will.
Hey, I'm Will, and I'm playing Percy Cunningham.
All right. So, let's recap, shall we? You guys were into the Bolivian forest, seemingly to deliver some humanitarian aid, but apparently your organization, the Caduceus, had other plans and is actually dealing with some otherworldly kind of things. You have been informed that there is apparently a temple containing a mummy in the nearby forest, and that said mummy should be retrieved, possibly alive. In the process, you met a bunch of pretty belligerent people, including some sort of lizard kind of people where their appearance seemed human until you looked a little bit closer, which was highly disturbing and led to some pretty intense firefights and trouble. You found a deep, deep pit, 1,000 feet deep, at the bottom of which you found some inscription indicating that those pits, those wells, were apparently connected to a temple that seemed to be in the center of 5 of them. We lost Kit for a second. I don't know why. Let me adjust that. You did realize that you would need to open the seals of some of these pits in order to get the temple out of the ground. What you have also found at the bottom of this is a sort of shadow creature that attacked and got some of you pretty fucked up. Jimmy passed out and was carried out of the pit with a lot of effort and maybe a lot of, improvisation. And in order to be able to carry out their missions, our investigators decided to hide Jimmy and deal with their things on the side. Now, what happened to Jimmy? If you are looking that on the stream live, you might not know. But there has been a sort of small interlude episode where we learn Jimmy's tale, which you can find already on YouTube by the time this airs. But nevertheless, after another intense firefight with another group of people led by another lizard sort creature, you went back to see Jimmy and found him in a sort of Bolivian standoff with a monkey. Now, Jimmy, I would like you to describe roughly how your friends find you at the moment.
So Jimmy, Jimmy has a splint on one leg. His boots are on, but the only other thing he's wearing are his boxers, and half of them are singed. Half of his body is singed. He is braced up against a tree with a monkey that has been bayoneted on the end of his shotgun. At which point he's just like, "You piece of shit!" And then he pulls the trigger, kills the monkey, but he's just sitting there. It's like, all right, what's going on? And there's his shirt and clothes are nowhere to be found. He's just sitting there in his underwear and his boots with a shotgun, looking rather rough. He is dirty. He is burned. He is covered in blood.
At this point, Lazlo was figured out that maybe in a firefight, including some actual fire, he would not be of much help, so he decided to hide behind a tree, and he's nowhere to be found at the moment. Let's roll with that. I don't give a shit. Smooth.
That's so smooth.
I'm trying, okay? This is last minute shit. Anywho, with that,
That is smoother than a gravy sandwich, sir.
nevertheless, what are you guys doing from there?
Hey, Jimmy, bold fashion choice there,
At
bud.
which point, immediately whips around, like trying to see the new threat. Oh hell! Where
you having
the hell
fun?
are you? Are you? Where were you? Jeez, I woke up under freaking leaves. And
You're welcome.
Did you have something to do with the broken leg? I don't remember having a broken leg when I passed out.
I don't
To be honest, I didn't expect to see you breathing again. So
Well, okay. Well, you know what?
He
In that
barely
case,
is.
we're just gonna take it as a positive. Help me go find my pants. And he's gonna try to prop himself up using the shotgun as a walking stick and try to hobble over to the river, where he was trying to wash the blood and dirt off of his clothing when he was attacked by a monkey.
You do notice that part of his eyebrows are still a little bit smoking and singed. But he's, well, pretty much as broken as he was earlier. A little bit worse for wear, but at the very least, he's conscious.
Freddie, Don, I'm gonna need a hand here in a minute, and once I gather up my belongings, I am gonna try. I believe you said I could do a medicine check and try to get some hit points back.
You can absolutely try.
I have first aid. Would that help?
First aid would have already been taken care of with that.
I'm not much help with medicine.
I shall let you roll a medicine check, Jimmy.
So question for you there, since since I'm all busted up, do I still get the penalty die even though I can't feel the pain? Or is that...
Yes, because it's not a matter of like being super sore and painful. It's also a matter of like not all your muscles are reacting the way they should. So
Fair
you're
enough.
also a little bit,
I'm
that's
gonna
a shame.
use a sanity or luck point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a luck, and that way at least make it a success. So
Okay.
1 point over.
I think it's
Okay.
worth it.
Okay. So you do manage to sort of fix the immediate problems. You do, however, recover only 1 hit point because of the major wounds that you're experiencing right now. This will definitely need a lot of rest and some R&R. But in any case, right now, at the very least, you're not actively bleeding. You are able to walk, albeit a little bit slow. But
Fred, help me out here, and I'm gonna have her, because I've got that antibiotic paste that I've been using for my other wounds. It's like, can you help me? I can't. My arm's not. I can't reach anymore. Can you just help me with this?
Yeah, I'll smear some stuff on him, whatever.
Yeah. Just trying to keep that infection at bay, man.
Yeah.
okay.
Jungles are notoriously bad for infections.
You can see numerous scratches and even a bite mark. That monkey fought a good fight.
Yeah.
Although most of the wounds that you can see on his body at the moment are burn marks. In addition to the numerous
Speaking of which,
scars.
is the boomstick there?
That was my next thought, was let's find that flamethrower.
Well, looking at the dead body of the monkey at the moment, yes, indeed, you can find a metallic tube still within his grasp.
Hang on, before y'all get your mitts on it, let me see if this thing's going to explode. Because just by dropping it, that's what happened here. Was we fought over it and it went off. So I don't know, maybe
he steps backwards.
Yeah.
there's no point in y'all getting toasted too.
Wide berth. Yeah.
Maybe what would you like for a check on that?
I'm gonna say, give me a handgun check.
Handgun.
Because this would actually qualify as a handgun. which is
Hard
still
success.
hard success.
Even with a
damn.
penalty, even with a penalty die.
Ooh, impressive.
I know my
So,
guns.
indeed. What you can see here, this metallic tube has snakes engraved and sort of like coiling around the tube, and there is this small little button that you ascertain would be a trigger, and the serpent's the snake's eyes are two beautiful red small gems.
Looking at it, so now I've picked it up, figured out, which end is the fiery end and which is the trigger. Is there a way for me to see how many charges, like is there something that would resemble like a magazine that you would feed this thing with, or is this like a magical flamethrower that just continuously gouts flame?
You do not see any reloading mechanism. You do not see any gauge or any indication. As far as you know, that just makes fire.
Cool. Thank you. Well, y'all want to take a look at this thing here? Just avoid this button here. Yeah, just avoid the button there. We'll try it.
As a note, whoever wants to wield that fire device, when you want to shoot it, it will use your handgun skill, but with a penalty die.
Oh well.
Why don't you hold on to it?
I fought for this thing. It's mine.
All right. I will add it to your inventory while you guys decide what you would like to do.
So, damn, we really need Fritz for this, but coward. Oh,
He's nowhere to be found.
y'all want to take a look at this and see if this makes any sense to you? Any, like, kind of the inscriptions, the little snakes and stuff like that. See if they. Also, I don't know about y'all, but I need some food. We need to sit down for a minute.
I think you need medical attention before you eat.
That's what I gave myself medical attention. I'm good, but food will help. Yeah, exactly. That's what that antibiotic's for. But we need to figure out, one, are we staying here? And two, if we are, what our next step is. Where were y'all?
At this point, Percy will fill Jimmy in on the centerpiece that's coming out of the ground and how we have deduced that the 5 points around the Pentagon have, as the lizard people are opening those, it's getting further and further out of the ground.
I see.
And how many have opened? Is it 3 or 4?
At the moment, 2 of them have opened, and you can see that. Only 2 of them have opened, and the sort of opening that you have. No, sorry, 3 of them have opened.
I thought it was 3, yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them have opened, and the opening is roughly 5 feet up and reachable at the moment.
So there's an opening in this piece that we can reach.
When they found the
Yes.
temple, there was an opening that was partly below earth, so it was like too narrow for anybody to squeeze in. But after a third seal was opened, apparently, the whole temple just pushed out of the ground, and the opening is now 5 feet up.
And Lazlo went in there.
Yes, he went a few feet inside. It was pitch black. He did feel a few things on the wall, like markings or reliefs, stuff like that. But went back since he couldn't see anything at the moment and decided to rejoin with you guys.
Well, so here's my thought. So HQ wants us to find this mummy and take it back with us. So we don't need to go open up all these other sites.
Right.
And
That's-
if they open them up, well,
that's why we're back here checking on you.
well,
We're letting them do the dirty work.
Well, in that case, y'all are way ahead of me. So why don't we just start hobbling our way that way after we get something to eat? And I'm gonna reload everything. Um, but I can't run real quick. I can't rush anybody. Um, so I think I'm going to, because if I remember correctly, I have a rifle.
I believe you do.
We got some more ammo
Some
after
weapons.
that last altercation
Yeah.
too. So
Yes.
I will make sure Jimmy has some.
Okay, because it's not in my inventory there.
You do not have it. Let me check. You do
'Cause
have
it-
a shotgun. Oh, you meant the
I
rifle.
have the
Yeah.
shotgun. Yeah, I meant the rifle because I can't rush people
Mm.
right now. So the shotgun's only of so effectiveness,
True.
but I can sit back and shoot.
Yeah, this can be copied from anybody else. So let me add you that. As a note, with the amount of firefights that you guys had so far and the amount of ammo that you recovered from all the different situations, you don't really need to keep in touch with how much ammo you have overall. Just
Okay.
keep an eye on how much you have in your magazine.
Okay, that works for me.
Okay.
So
I will try to add your rifle, and in the meantime, you can decide what you guys want to do.
I say we get on going. Just head that way, and as long as if we can get in, get the mummy, and get out before they make the whole temple open, that might be even better because I can hold a window while y'all get the mummy, but I'm not
Ha-
sure I could hold the whole temple.
Having experienced the temple when it moves, I don't particularly want to be inside it whilst that is happening.
It's not just a big lift. Does it like shuffle pieces?
You'll see the landscape with trees and all when we get there.
Your sound is cutting off a little
Yeah, I
bit.
could not hear you. Sorry.
I'm having. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just for whatever reason you kind of like were dropping in and out while you're talking.
Could be my internet. Yes, the landscape is quite disturbed by this tomb or temple coming out. So, yeah, I personally do not want to be inside that thing when it moves.
Well, let's get after it, and I'm gonna start hobbling, and then I'll stop and be like, which way was it again? Yeah. Got it. Turn 180 degrees. Start walking.
You guys have done plenty enough trips and back to remember exactly where the temple is. So getting back there is not really an issue. It is definitely slower than earlier, considering you guys are limited by Jimmy's speed at the moment.
Mhm.
But you do reach the temple, and Jimmy, the site that you have in front of you is enormous, and it kind of looks like the tip of a gigantic screw. It is coiled like that, and it's sort of like conic in shape. It feels like a gigantic screw just like went out of the ground. And you can see the opening that is roughly 10 feet up, and like it is 5 feet up from the ground, but it is like big enough for you guys to fit comfortably in it.
So there's not been any in this time it took us to walk to Jimmy, sort him out, and walk back. There's not been any more explosions.
No more explosions. You have heard quite a few gunshots here and there. None that seem to be particularly close. Can you roll me a survival check, please?
All of us,
Probably.
or
Probably
Whoever.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no idea where they are.
I think I get it. Is this think I get a thing with hearing. Where's my thing? Skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, I clicked on
Keen
something.
hearing,
So...
bonus side of
That was a
listen.
horrible failure.
Okay.
I just rolled it just to see what happened. That was a horrible failure.
I'm gonna try to listen. Let me go bonus die. Oop. Bonus.
Okay.
I'm just finding it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
there
not
it is.
it's not super easy
Got
to
it.
find.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, extreme success. Okay.
What?
Wow.
I
Not
put new
bad.
dice. That's why.
Not bad. From what you can gather, the gunshot seems to be coming from the other side of the river. You get the feeling that
Oh.
they kind of had two options on where to try to dig next. You get the feeling that they went on the other side, which also means
Okay.
that you might have a little bit of time ahead of you.
Right. Okay. So we should try to find somewhere to hide, rest.
I really think the best place is going to be inside there. Now, like I said, I ain't seen it come up, but if that thing's solid enough to push its way through the earth, maybe if we're in the middle of it, it won't hurt us. And they'll force them to come to us in a file rather than from every direction.
You do recall what we found in the pit, right?
Yeah. Fair. But, I mean, we got to go in there anyway. So, I say we do take a second, though, and make sure we have a light source. So, you said it was dark in there, so maybe
It
we can
was.
make some torches. I got my fire starter, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to take a second and just try to assemble some general torches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do. You are used to doing this kind of stuff. You do now have at least one torch for each. You did find Lazlo in the meantime that agreed to take watch and let you guys know if something comes up close to the temple.
But what if we need you to read stuff in there?
Oh, it's okay. I completely trust your expertise.
My, who are you?
And this is what a
Much as I
professional
wanna
DM
poke
looks
at
like.
Stop talking to the NPC.
but wait a minute. I want to. Oh, fine.
Okay.
Actually, one thing I will do
Yes.
is take a second and either, like you said that this area has been really disturbed around there. Is there any evidence that there's been?
All the trees are like fanning out away from the screw.
Okay.
Like imagine like a big bomb
Yeah, bomb
blast.
went off and just blew it out to the side. Is there any evidence of a fire anywhere nearby or what we've like been passing? I'm not necessarily saying like a wildfire, but maybe just like small fire that happened somewhere, or even like a campfire or something.
Don't see any campfire burn marks or anything. It's the only disturbance that you can see in the vegetation is everything has been pushed away from the thing coming out of the ground.
Okay. I'm going to grab just some dry branches and dry wood, etc. Stick it in my backpack. I have a plan for later.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and then, all right, where's this window at?
You can see around the temple this sort of kind of things coiling around the place, and in one of them is the hole that you guys can get into. It doesn't need much of a climb. It's still going to prove a little bit longer than you would hope so, Jimmy, but you can manage to get there.
Okay.
Are you doing so?
Gonna have a cigarette while Jimmy bumbles up the thing.
Okay.
Just watch.
Then nonchalantly just crush it out when he's in the window, and then he's gonna climb up.
With a little bit of
plan is
elevator music in the background.
I want to light a torch and toss it in before anyone jumps in there, and just kind of, Y'all just sending the broken man in first, huh? All right, I understand. Y'all scared? Don't worry, I got it. I'll be brave for you. Looking at
You are the
Percy as I
one.
do.
You are the one with the flamethrower.
Hey, you do have a point. Yeah.
You
man.
throw the torch inside the opening, and it kind of lights up the inside of this cavern-looking thing. You can see that the walls are covered with decorations and engravings and stuff. The same style that you found at the bottom of the pit. And from what you can see, it's not a straight path. It goes around, and you get the feeling that it's probably following the sort of conic shape of it. What you can also see is that it's going down, on downward slope. Not too steep, like comfortable enough for you guys to walk on, but it is going downwards.
So more like a ramp as opposed to stairs
Pretty much, yes.
swirling around. Okay.
Okay. Well, once I'm inside,
Hmm.
I'm just gonna get in there and wait for everyone to catch up.
All right. They
Like-
catch
like
up in
we
half a
walk a
second.
second.
Like we're slowing up the party.
Hey, I'm the one. I'm already in here. I don't know what y'all are doing. So
Just wanted to make sure you could get in. That's all.
Never be first, never be last, and never volunteer, dear boy.
What you talking about? All the best jobs are when you volunteer. Come on, let's get going.
In
Um,
just a flash, everybody joins you. So you are now at the entrance of that tunnel. How would you like to proceed? How would you advance? Do you have a marching order? Do you have a? Let me know.
Well, I can either pull up the rear or I can set the pace.
Why don't
But I
you
won't
set
be able to
the pace?
keep. All right. Then I'm gonna again with the shotgun as the walking stick and the flamethrower in the other hand.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna hand my torch off to Fred and
Take the torch.
start moseying my way in.
Yes, Percy.
You said it's like a staircase spiraling down.
Yes.
Are there walls on both sides, or is it open in the middle?
There are
Like
walls on both
like the pit
sides.
was.
It's
Okay.
a full-on corridor that seems very circular in shape.
Mm.
That was for A, for wondering if there's trip danger, and 2, if like I can keep watch on the other side of the stairs if someone's coming up.
Mm.
So that's relevant. That's cool.
I thought it because you were gonna push me down the stairs.
Oh, that may still happen. Okay. I guess, lady in the middle with the
Mhm.
torch.
So
Yep, we'll
Fred as the torchbearer, Jimmy in the lead, and Percy covering the back.
Yeah. And since I have to go slow anyway,
Hmm.
I try to make this kind of a more stealthy approach than we did with the last one. Take the time to check my corners before we just blindly walk around them, kind of deal.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd also like to see if there's anything on the walls as we're walking by.
At the moment, you do not see anyone, but I will take from everybody a dodge check and a spot hidden check.
The dodge.
No, dodge.
Indiana
Sorry,
Jones.
sorry, stealth. My apologies.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Good, because my dodge was really
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, my bad.
Ooh.
Which is not any better, but okay.
Let's see.
Nah.
Interesting.
Oh, look at those. big
Interesting.
My spot hidden was almost 100.
Failures all across the board,
And
except
Aha.
an extreme success spot hidden. Okay,
hold on, I haven't rolled my stealth yet because again, I keep losing it here.
it's on the probably second column, I believe.
Yes, it's the second one down in the second column.
There it is. Yep. Oof. Yeah.
Alright,
No.
Nope.
Slow and clunky.
Okay.
Not
This is-
surprising.
Completely
Yeah,
oblivious.
considering the circumstances, you're definitely
The
not
state that I'm
as-
in. Yeah.
You're not as discreet as you would have hoped. Fred, as you being the torchbearer here and casting light on everything you can see, You can you check out a little bit of the relief on the wall and all the engravings and inscriptions and sort of probably language that you don't really recognize. It kind of resembles what you found at the bottom of the pit. Something kind of catches your eye on the walls. They are extremely detailed. They are extremely, precise. But there is part of the motif that is a little bit different, a little bit deeper. And you can see a little bit further after probably what you guesstimate is like 2 rotations across the temple. You can see within the engravings a slit, a sort of like deeper ridge in the engravings, if it makes sense. It seems way deeper, and casting the light on it, you kind of give a little look-see in it, and with an extreme success, you can definitely see the glint of something metallic and sharp within those slits.
Oh,
Oh shit.
like something.
Possibly.
Get it?
I would say that with an extreme success, your mind goes into overdrive and you immediately think trap. And
Yeah.
you start frantically looking around for anything else that could trigger that trap. And you can see that on the floor, within a batch of dirt and rubbles, is part of the floor that seems to be pressable.
As Jimmy's just walking, just
Wait.
What's up?
There's traps, so she's gonna point out.
Oh
Um,
shit.
What height is the metal? Is it like in the middle where it would like catch most people in the
For
torso?
you, it would be roughly, mid-torso, just like, 7 inches above the belly button-ish.
Okay, yeah, right in the organs.
What you can see is that the part that is that seems to be triggering the trap is kind of big. This is not something you can just casually jump across. This is a hefty patch of the whole floor that is like that.
Okay.
So if you want to, you don't really have a way of avoiding pressing it. You could try avoiding the trap, knowing where it is. You can try to disarm or, stick something in it in order to block the trap. It's up to you. But dodging it, avoiding it, is not really an option considering the layout.
Is this the situation you brought those twigs for?
It wasn't, but it might work. Also, what if? Oh, no, that's probably a bad idea. Let's not do that. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull out some of the branches.
I don't really have a skill for disarming it.
This
but-
would
I have
probably
demolition.
fall within mechanical repair or locksmith, or lock picking.
Yeah, no. Locksmith is a 1.
Yeah, same.
I got a mechanical repair, which is 10.
Yeah, that's mine. 1 and 10.
All right. Here's my thought.
mm,
Everybody lay down.
I was thinking we try to trigger it.
Well, so everyone lay down, and my thought
Uh-huh.
is I'm going to try and get some of these branches up under it to not trigger it. But if I do trigger it, I think we'd be better off if everyone's laying down, just in case. Percy, you want to come up here and help me out with this one?
I have a mechanical repair of 35.
Here, let me help you out with this one.
Okay.
But the way I'm
hand him the
rolling,
sticks and then
I
just
don't
kind of
really,
roll to the side.
the way I'm rolling, I don't really want to press the button. So
I have complete faith in you.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm prone. I'm prone up against the wall.
All right, here we go. I just changed my dice as well, so let's see if that helps. Nope.
If you would like to, remember that you can push the roll if you tell me what you do differently, but failure means, consequences. Up to you.
Can you just give me brief sort of rundown of what we're actually dealing with, so that the player can think of something cool to do.
So, do you remember The Last Crusade? The Indiana Jones movie?
Indiana
Oh.
Jones.
Yes, just vaguely.
The blade trap at the beginning of the temple?
Oh yeah.
Sort of like
the blades
that.
come out of the wall.
Pretty much.
Like,
So you have mid-chest level slits into the wall, horizontal slits, with something metallic and sharp in it. You get the feeling that if you trigger the trap, it will probably go slice something.
like saw blades coming.
No, I get that. What's the trigger look like?
Oh, the trigger, sorry. The trigger is basically the ground itself. It's just that for a small portion of the ground, the whole floor seems to be able to like go down a few centimeters.
And we can't just jump over it.
I mean, it would be a very hefty jump, especially
I have
considering
one
you
leg.
do not have a lot of height, and he has one leg. Yeah.
So definitely lying down if they're chest height.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try and like fashion the twigs and like sort of like instead of like pressing down, like jam them in the sides so that if there was weight on it, it wouldn't move.
Okay. So do you, the rest of you, by the way, do you stay a little bit behind or do you stay close to Percy?
I rolled off to the side, so I assume that we're still roughly like looking at each other.
Okay.
Yeah, down low for sure.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm handing him the branches as he needs them, kind of deal. I'm trying to help him out.
Okay. So you're trying to wiggle the mechanism a little bit, or?
Yeah, trying to like jam it at the
Okay.
edges so that it's not.
I got
Not
the
like
bayonet I got the bayonet on my gun if you need to pry it. I can hand him the
Have an
shotgun.
extra blow dart if you need something
Mhm.
sturdier than the twigs to try to jam in there.
Okay.
Gonna try everything at this point, like
Yeah.
Okay.
being very careful not to like press down on it, but come at it from the sides.
All right. The twigs themselves don't really hold. It is a hefty piece of stone. You do get the feeling that with a blade of some sorts, the metal can probably be able to jam it.
Just take the bayonet. It's yours.
I would say that would give you a mechanical repair with bonus die.
Okay, how do I do bonus dice again?
On the left side of your character sheet,
Ah, yes.
roll type.
bonus.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here goes
Wow.
nothing.
Here goes nothing. Ooh, interesting.
Oh.
Hard success.
Oh,
This is
All
how you
right.
do it. Okay.
That's my one good roll, folks.
Okay.
Next traps out.
there it
Glad
was.
you just saved our ass.
You
Yeah.
jam the bayonet as deep as you can and kind of try to wiggle the stone a little bit to see if it moves. You jammed it deep enough for it to not trigger that immediate trap. You do not know how long it will hold, but at the moment you guys can all pass safely through it. Jimmy, I will, however, say you should remove the bayonet from your inventory.
Yes, I will remove the bayonet.
Because that thing is jammed in there. It is not
That thing's
moving
gone.
anytime soon.
Yeah, whoop, I did not mean to roll for the bayonet, but
Thank God, because the 97
Got
will
that
not
out of
get
the
you
way.
anywhere.
yeah.
Get those 90 rolls going.
Okay.
I should do that. I should just like roll random shit every now and again to get rid of the bad rolls.
Get the bad ones
Just
out.
get him out.
Which means that
All right.
I'm assuming you guys continue
My,
spiraling.
Keep on.
All
Until
right,
we find another trap.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
crawl over this one though, like hands and knees, kind of like shuffle crawl, just to make sure it doesn't go off. Once I'm past, I'll stand back up again. But
Okay, sounds good. You continue down for quite a few revolutions. You turn and turn and turn and encounter another trap that now that you know what to look for. Yes, Percy?
Are we down far enough that we would if we were outside, would be underground?
Oh yes, definitely. Roll me a survival check. Remember to put it in normal mode instead of bonus die. Perfect. Yeah. By your estimates, you have done 5 turns already, and you're probably somewhere in the realm of 20 to 25 feet below ground at the moment.
Right.
Have we seen any branching corridors that come off of here at all?
No, this is a straight up tunnel. The only thing that kind of changes as you're going through are some small holes in the walls, the ceilings. They're not that numerous, but they are like yay big, roughly. And it kind of gives you this atmosphere of a porous sort of like volcanic rock, like that has these sort of like holes in it, but a little bit wider. Except from that, everything continues exactly the same way. You have the engravings on the wall. You do find, as I said, the second trap on the way. How do you deal with this one?
Is it the same kind?
Exactly the same kind, yes. Do you happen to have a knife or another blade of some sorts?
I have a machete.
That could work.
I kind of like the machete, but
I kind of like being in one piece.
yeah.
With our experience of the last trap, if we were to crawl across, like would we deduce if we were to crawl across the pressure plate and the blades come out, that we would be underneath them?
Potentially. You do not know exactly how the blades are going to act. You have not seen them in action, but you can certainly try.
He's too happy.
No, but for once, my players ask the good questions. I love it.
I have an idea.
All right.
Can I get roughly 50 feet back and still see the pressure plate?
Yes.
Okay. Back.
Start hobbling backwards.
Cover your ears. This is going to be loud. Percy's going to light a stick of dynamite and huck it at the pressure plate.
In an underground. Oh Jesus!
Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
As he throws it, but it could collapse. Shit!
Lionel's so happy.
And the stick of dynamite gets thrown and starts to roll onto the ground until this resounding boom, an enormous explosion that resonates within this very confined kind of environment. It takes you a little bit of time for the ringing to stop. Yeah, definitely some tinnitus is going to happen at some point. And there is dirt and rubble everywhere at the moment, and there's a heavy set of dust that is currently filling up the air. It takes a little bit of time for it to settle, and you can see that first of all, the pressure plate obliterated. Absolutely obliterated. Parts of the walls as well. You have now a better look at how everything is wired together. The sort of mechanisms and cogworks and everything that is under the stone was insanely intricate. Like, this is some
Keyword was.
Heavy emphasis on was. But this is some clockwork level detail of, minute sort of wiring and mechanicals. The blades themselves, you can see, were sort of mounted on springs that was supposed to basically just like go slice and come back. They're now bent to no end and no longer a danger for you. Yes, Percy?
Would I be able to take some of the mechanical pieces to use to jam future pressure plates, so I can reserve my dynamite stocks.
You can absolutely try to find a piece of metal that is a little bit, the right shape and size for you to use it later on. Yeah, there's definitely all sizes from the smallest cogs to the longest pieces of tubes, so you can definitely find something. Yes.
All right.
Freddy, who the hell let him have dynamite?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and try and get 5 pieces of metal to jam 5 traps.
As he walks back up there, I would like to look and see. Does the
Maybe-
place look like it's going to come down on us? Because we are
Maybe
underground.
you guys should get 5 bits of metal each too.
I'm just trying to make sure that this isn't going to collapse on us as we walk up.
Roll me a
You're the
survival
one that
check.
You're the one that wanted to come in here.
I did. Because I want to get paid.
Success, okay. It seems that it doesn't seem to become unstable. Everything seems to be holding out pretty good. You can even say that, judging by the little amount of damage that it did, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a hefty explosion, and the trap itself is fucked, but the walls themselves held up pretty good. They survived an explosion pretty nicely.
All things considered. All right.
All things considered, this seems to be some very dense kind of stone.
In that case, then yeah, I will assist and help to grab more pieces of metal so we don't have to start throwing dynamite at
Sacrifice
every
the
trap.
weapons, Yeah.
All right.
I've only got 1 more stick of dynamite, so like that was a finite option.
It works. So,
All right.
and yeah, I'd like to help out with that as
Right.
much shrapnel as we can get.
Okay.
We're off
the-
the mic.
Come on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a little blurry.
Just trying to fix it. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. The corridor continues, and after a little bit of time, you do not see any more traps on the way, thankfully.
What the
And-
fuck are we carrying all this metal for?
Someone thought it'd be a good idea.
But you can see now that after a few more turns, which seems like an eternity right now, you see that the corridor
Eternity.
very sharply turns left into an opening.
Hmm.
It's gonna kind of, all right. Let's kind of have the flamethrower in hand and just kind of peek.
Hmm.
Yeah,
back.
I want to listen.
You want to listen? Okay, give me a
I
listen.
do want to
Do one of those
listen.
extreme listens again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it with my bonus though.
Yeah, no, you didn't, so you can re-roll that, and we will just change
Okay.
the dozens.
Ha 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 ha.
Good looking out, because the 99 is painful. That is
3
better.
is nice.
That is much better. Okay. Inside the chamber are some noise, which you mistook that for wind for a moment, but upon closer hearing, you do realize that it seems to be dozens and dozens and dozens of snakes hissing within the opening that you guys reached. Jimmy, looking inside, can you give me a spot hidden, please?
I will.
Fail.
Looks fine to me, boys.
Okay.
What's going on?
Like
It's
just
a
looking
big open room.
Yeah, just looking through the corner without any, light source. Not much to report.
I hear snakes. Lots and lots.
You
of
hear-
snakes.
Oh hell! Here, you want to bring the torch up? Because I couldn't see anything. I don't want to start firing blind in there if we're trying to keep something intact.
Can Percy have a wee shufty and do a spot hidden?
Yes, indeed.
No, it doesn't see a thing.
Oop. It's very dark. Okay.
Here. Fred, you say you hear them. Like, Is it just general you hear it of theirs? Do you hear it above us? Do you hear it below us? Where do you hear it?
I mean, with the 3, I probably know all their names.
you,
So where are they?
you can hear what they're talking about.
Did you see that guy? No.
He looked fucked.
Carried all that metal dingus. No.
Okay.
Are they on the ground? Are they everywhere? Where does it sound?
Are you getting inside the room?
Well, I just with that listen, can I tell
Oh,
where they're located?
with an extreme success on listen, they seem to be on the floor, and there seems
cool.
to
So
be.
they're not flying snakes. Good job.
That's a plus.
There also seems to be a sort of echo to their hissing, which gives you the feeling that the room that they are in is immense.
Oh.
If that's the case, we could probably clear out this walkway, and I just turn the corner and light off towards the like just down the hallway on the floor. Like I just kind of want to clear the hallway.
Okay. When you just get inside, there's no more hallway. This is just an opening that opens into a vast room. I'm talking like probably 200 feet across. It is huge. You can see that there are pillars on each side of the entrance that kind of like curve up and intertwine, and they combine into like a huge snake's head that has 2 green gems for eyes. The gems themselves are like probably the size of a fist.
Hey, Percy. One for me, one for you.
You can.
With the present danger first. How about that?
That's fair. That's fair.
You.
So
Also,
is Jimmy letting rip with the flamethrower? That's
Well,
what's happening.
Are you lighting it up?
Yeah, no, like I said, because I popped over and you
Mhm.
said that they think they're on the ground. So my idea was I'm not
Yeah.
going to walk in.
Mhm.
It's just if there's anything in that little entranceway, I want to
there's
like
not.
just shoot down and out to like clear the entranceway so we're not stepping on anything as we try to move in.
Yeah, no, that entranceway is clear at the moment. You do not have
Okay,
anything
then if it's clear, I'm
immediately
not
in front of
shooting it.
you, at least.
Okay, then if it's clear, we're good. I just wanted to like clear the way so we could get into the room.
Yeah.
Why don't we hit a torch in there?
That's not a bad idea.
Percy's gonna yeet his torch around the
Okay.
corner.
When the torch hits the floor, you have a better view on the inside of the room. You can see that the floor itself sort of extends in the middle of the room in a sort of like spiraling arc coming up with a weird stone helix at the center of the room, probably like 20 feet tall. There's a very reminiscent spiral design that you have been seeing all throughout your descent, and all the steps are there are steps all across like to climb that, but the steps are probably waist level. Also, you can see now the origin of the hissing. Not too far from that area are numerous snakes just like slithering around in all kinds of directions. Yeah, Percy?
Can we see a mummy?
You do not see a mummy at the moment.
Do we see a tomb that a mummy might reside in?
Well, your knowledge of tombs per se is somewhat limited. So
this is where we need Fritz.
at the very least, the
Fucking
few
coward.
things that kind of
I got good history.
That's
You-
fair.
yeah, you could definitely try to yeah.
I'm gonna shuffle up into that doorway there to like get into the room, and if anything decides to pop out, wow.
Oh,
Nice.
This
Okay.
is a normal kit roll. I have a 70 in history and I'm
That
rolling 99. That's
That
a critical failure.
That makes
Right?
all the sense.
I'm
Um,
back.
As you are trying to like figure out where you can find.
Winnifred's like, what's a mummy?
Yeah.
What
Pretty
are we
much.
doing here? My mom's not here.
You do not see something immediately that speaks tomb to you, except basically like where you are as a whole. But the thing in the middle, this sort of dais, if it makes sense, you try to get a little bit closer. You step inside the room, and can I get a spot hidden from Percy and Jimmy, please?
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Nope.
These were rolling so high.
Interesting.
I am still watching for the snakes, though. Like,
Mhm.
I have a question about the snakes. Are they alert to our presence? Did they react to the torch? And do we have
Yeah, go on.
room between them to move around them so that we're not like treading on them every second step?
They did react to the torch. They sort of like slithered away. So they do seem to not be super comfortable with fire, which is good. They are quite obviously aware of your presence then. They are not actively trying to get to you. But there would be ways for you to just like walk around and avoid them. Yes?
Cool. Can I retrieve my torch, please?
Well, before that, as Fred, you step inside the room, you feel something fall onto your shoulder. And you have just enough time to look and see a snake falling from the ceiling that arrived right onto your shoulder, and you just like immediately like push it away and remove it from you. If you want, you can roll me a natural world check. If you
Natural
want.
world.
Yes.
they are flying.
And
Now we're talking.
Now
Okay,
you're
let me think
talking.
that I got a success.
A
Okay.
99 to a 1.
yeah.
I mean, it's
There are numbers in
It tracks.
between.
There is
There are
absolutely
numbers in
no, yeah,
between.
no balance with you. Absolutely none.
This game is ridiculous.
It is. You read articles about that. They're quite famous. These are called coral snakes. And first of all, they're poisonous. Second of all, they're also in some parts of Latin America known as 20-minute snakes. As basically this is the time it takes for their poison to kill a person. Also, as you just like pushed it aside and just like immediately recoiled from that encounter, it kind of slithers away because of the fire of the torch. But there is a glimpse of light that you realize, some sort of green light. And looking at it, you can see that the eyes of the snake above the entrance are starting to glow.
Uh-oh.
I need, before we get to Percy, Fred, what are you doing?
I had stepped in the room.
Yes, you have. A few steps.
Are the boys in the room with me? Do we all kind of
At the moment,
walk
no.
in?
At the moment, no. There's only
I'm
you and the
gonna-
torch.
step out?
Mm-hmm.
Snakes are poisonous. I was gonna ask if I could roll a toxicology, but natural roll is good.
With that, you know exactly that they are.
Yeah. Those fuckers are poisonous. Should be dead in 20 minutes. Don't let them bite you.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Snakes are venomous, not poisonous.
Sorry
If-
about that.
if-
I knew
If-
someone was going to say it. I knew it.
If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. Learning, kids.
Indeed. And I will immediately send an email to Chaosium telling them, fuck you guys. But in any case...
They're venomous, boys. Don't let them bite you.
But in any
Yep.
case, Fred,
The more you know.
considering you had like a 99 on that spot hidden earlier, I'm gonna need you to roll a dodge check, and I will roll something
boy.
on my end. Oh, you
no.
got fucking lucky. Oh, you got so
is
lucky on
awful.
this.
Okay.
Oh, you got lucky. Still, I would need a
Um,
dodge check.
I'm looking for it.
A solid 100. Huh.
Yeah, we can see your dice rolls. You know.
Yeah, I sent it on purpose, this one.
Okay,
Okay.
here we
For
go.
pressure.
Oh,
Mm.
that's 3 above. I think I should probably use my luck.
Up to
I
you.
don't know. He
Oh,
fumbled.
Huh?
I fumbled, so technically with a failure, still 1 success level above mine. Up to you.
Oh. All right.
You don't need to spin luck. Just
No,
take a
I'm not.
roll.
Okay. You sorry. You jump to the side immediately, and as a sort of greenish ray fuses from erupts from the gems of the snake and towards you. You can see this disgusting sort of like it feels like the stone that you were standing on just a few moments before is now like sizzling where the ray hit. You get a feeling that whatever that was, that probably will not be super comfortable. What you also see now is that at the moment the eyes start to glow again.
Oh, back up out of the room.
Are you trying to get out?
Yes.
Okay, I need another dodge check, please.
I'm spending a luck to make that a success, though. It's 1 point away.
Okay, let's see about that.
You mean it wasn't a 1 or a 99? Like,
Okay, luckily that I also only did a success, so you do manage to get out of the room unimpeded. Ooh.
Did
all
we
of you-
see this going on?
Oh yes, you definitely saw that. What you can also see is that the floor seems to be starting to shake a little bit. Not full-on
Oh.
earthquake, but stuff seems to be a little bit trembly on the ground.
They might have found another. They might have broken another seal. We should probably.
yeah.
Hold on.
Well,
I think the elevator's about to go up.
I think if we're gonna go up in a bumpy manner, might as well stay in this hall where there's like solid walls and not a big ass open area. So,
Yeah. Those
um,
snakes.
are
Lasers.
the snakes like, we have the torch out there and all the stuff that just went on, but are the snakes getting agitated? Are they like with the movement? Are they getting more jumpy?
They sort of recoiled away from the center, and they are now slithering in those sort of holes that you have noticed onto the wall. Most of the snakes are like going away right now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sit and
Duck
watch
and
that
cover and
door.
observe. Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of sit and watch that door and like back myself up against a wall, kind of like when you're dealing with a.
3 of us sit
Yeah.
back to back, each holding a torch out to kind of make a circle of flame around us.
My torch is in the room.
Y'all get these 2 torches, and I've got the flamethrower, and I'll just face the door. Anything wants to come through that door, they gonna get charbroiled. So.
All right, we're in wait and see mode, DM.
So, right now, what exactly are you trying to do? Trying to get in? Trying to avoid
No.
something? What
We're
exactly?
waiting for
With the shaking, we're,
Oh.
Yeah.
The shaking.
we're taking sort of.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
shaking.
just kind of waiting for that to subside.
Yeah, it subsides after roughly 2 minutes. It didn't get to the point where you felt your innards being pushed down like an elevator going up or something. It was just, trembling for a little bit. You could hear that in the small pebbles on the ground that just started like that.
Okay, so we didn't like feel ourselves go up, so it's like, all right. Once it's done, it's just that, all right, we want to try this again.
I don't like our chances against those beams of light, which seem to occur
Yeah.
quite frequently once someone's in the room.
Well,
Mm.
they look. I assume that while this was going on, we're like, Fred, what the hell happened? And she
Yeah.
told us more in detail.
We saw it happen, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but also like
she was
being
right in the
like
doorway.
looking through the doorway kind of deal. Just all right, well,
Yeah.
we got rifles here. I'm gonna take the rifle out, not the shotgun, but the rifle, and like
Mhm.
lean out and try to shoot out one of those gems.
All right, give me a rifle check.
Okay. That is a success.
As a success, you aim at one of the two gems and just shoot. The noise is almost akin to the dynamite earlier. It's
deafening.
really close, close quarters, and you hear the sound for a bit. But the gem just clunk, 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 falls onto the ground.
Does
Do
it
I have
shatter?
line of sight on the other one?
You do have a light sight on the other one, yes.
I'm gonna try and shoot the other one too.
All right, another rifle check, please.
That's a hard success.
Hard success. Again, with your aim is true. You shoot the gem that just clunk, 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 clunks away. And for just a moment, the floor trembles again. Just for 10 seconds.
And the gems did they shatter when I hit them, or
The first one did, the second one did not.
okay? Sorry, Percy. This one's from me. No more splitting.
Fine.
With that,
You're going to die soon anyway.
you're such lovely company. With that, I'm gonna reload the rifle, put the 2 rounds I expended back in,
Okay.
and then. All right. Hell, go. What you got, Percy?
So I'm just trying to get a sense of what was triggering these eyes. Was it Fred stepping on something? Because I threw a torch in, so if it was movement solely.
The torch did not do anything. It seemed to be solely Fred.
So could I deduce from that there's a pressure plate inside the room that she triggered?
Give me a spot hidden.
I'm really bad at these. Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
Mhm. There is no pressure plate that you can notice.
All right. You want to lead and I'll cover from here, or how you guys want to do this?
So do we think
Can
that...
I throw my
There's
roll
nothing.
something across the floor?
I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna. I think that was. It just needed something bigger than your torch, so I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit, and I'm gonna step out.
Okay. Getting
Percy
inside the
stays
room. Step out or
Famous last words.
step out or step in?
A step into the room is what I'm saying, because like the shooting was that like lean around the corner, engage target, lean back. So now I'd actually like to step into the room and give it a second,
Okay.
take another step, give it a second.
Okay, no problem. You get inside, ready to not jump but limp away in case of anything.
With my one leg.
With your one functioning leg. Nothing specific happens. There is
Take
no
another step in.
Yeah, no ray trying to hit you. Everything seems to be a-okay.
And the snakes have slithered
Right.
off.
Most of them
Snakes
are
move.
gone by now.
All right. Well, are there any between me and the gem?
Between you and the gem? No, none.
Then I'm gonna make my way over to that gem and pick
Okay.
it up, take a look at it.
It is gorgeous. It is green and it has this sort of like glass-like appearance. You can definitely see through it. looking a little bit closer at it, you can see that there are numerous runes engraved all across the gem. But for all intents and purposes, this looks like glass.
Okay. It's going in the backpack.
Okay.
Percy's going to
Put it
enter the
back there.
room and retrieve his torch.
Okay. You are now inside the room. You do have your torch, and you have a better view on the whole chamber. It is indeed terrifyingly big and enormous, like also very, very tall. The only thing
Are there
that
any
really,
other
yeah,
any other doors?
no other doors. The only thing that stands out is this central dais that rises 20 feet up with those big ass steps.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with your torch, you can see that there is a shape at the top of it. Kind of looks like a throne of some sorts.
Mm. Anything in the throne?
Well, are you climbing the
Sure.
dais?
Sure. Because life's already so goddamn weird.
They're like, yeah, this is just Tuesday at this point.
What's that saying? I didn't come here to fuck snakes or something like that.
Okay.
We're not
Anyway.
here for a haircut.
You start to ascend this sort of like helix-shaped dais, and step after step, it doesn't require any check of any kind. It just takes time, you know. You managed to
Yay, we found a non-lethal staircase.
Yay!
Yeah. The only
now.
non-rigged staircase in the building.
Once you reach the top of it, you have a better view on the throne, and it is beautiful. You can see that it seems to be ornate and carved from a single block of jade. It has some very intricate metal filigree all across the thing, with various sort of representation of vegetation and forests and weird beasts that you have never seen. But seating on that throne is a sort of serpent person, for lack of a better word. Her head is, I'm saying her because her body seems to be feminine in essence. You can see the outline of breasts, and she has a fine crimson dress, but her head is one of a lizard. It is still, eyes lightly closed as if it was sleeping.
Does it appear to be breathing?
It does not.
Okay, because you said closed like it was sleeping. I'm like, all right.
If you like get a little bit closer, trying to listen to whatever breathing would there be, the gentlest touch upon that figure, and all of the form starts to crumble away. This feels like a skin, like a serpent skin shed. I don't know how to
Yeah.
I don't know
the
the
shed
exact word.
skin of a
Yes.
snake. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything crumbles, and you can see that below the throne itself is a pit. Deep. Also, the ground starts to tremble more. Actually, this time, this is more of a shake than a tremble. You can feel the dust of something on the ground, kind of something from the ceiling just like falling onto you. It's not stakes this time, it's just dust, but everything starts to shake. And you realize that the steps themselves are starting to crackle and break, revealing something inside the plaster of it. Something scaly, something huge, something
no.
absolutely titanic.
Oh.
You see, uncoiling from around the dais, a gigantic snake.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking probably 100 feet long, just coiled around the thing for probably 4 feet wide. And it is rising, towering you right now and looking at you with intent. I'm going to take sort of initiative order right now
Oh dear.
and see what you guys would like to do, starting with Percy. Hold on, let me just check because last time Jimmy was not there. I don't think that, Jimmy, you had your gun at the ready at the moment, right?
I have the quick draw feat.
Oh, yes, indeed. So you do get the plus 50 for that, so that would bring you to 100. Percy, you would. Do you have a gun at the ready?
I've got the same feat.
Oh, okay, yeah, so 145. And Fred, do you have something at the ready at the moment?
I've got.
Okay, sounds good.
I didn't say I had something, so, and I don't have any feature.
Okay, sounds good. In that case, Percy, you're first to go. What are you doing?
Is there anywhere for me to take cover and observe?
You can try to take cover behind the throne. There's not that much room. If you take cover behind it, you'll be the only one who manages to hide.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not. Is the snake aggressive towards us? Do we think?
At the moment, it didn't do anything. It is just sort of awakening at the moment.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna see if it. I'm gonna hide, see if it even notices us.
Okay. Give me
The
a.
other two of us can't hide.
Okay.
Yeah, but I get to go first because I got 95 decks, so tough bookies.
I got 95 decks and a snake ink one. So give me a stealth check.
So that's my turn. I'm still like ready to shoot if needed.
Yeah, sure. I just need a stealth check.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah.
Extreme success.
Those are the dice for you.
Yeah.
One
Indeed.
dice came through.
Which brings us to Jimmy.
Jimmy's just looking around going, oh, where the hell Percy go? Damn it.
Percy just
First
like
Lazlo, now Percy.
just immediately teleported next to Lazlo. We have no idea where they are right now. So Jimmy, what do you do?
With this big thing just uncoiling and looking right at us, Jimmy is going to, with one hand, try to shove Fred and be like, "Go, get out of here!" And he's gonna hobble off to the side, like try to get some distance, and then flamethrower to the face.
Okay, so point of order. You currently are on top of the dais, which is 20 feet up. Where are you going exactly?
I mean, the idea was just to go to the edge of it.
Okay.
Like basically as far away from the others as I could,
Mhm.
and draw the attention to me.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to like push her more towards the outside, like where you just climbed from, not from the pit
Yes.
that is at the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like get clear of this madness, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna try and pull its attention to me.
Okay. At the moment, as a note, when you look down, the whole floor is basically that snake's body. Like under you. So if you decide to jump or something, you might land on the snake itself. But anywho, can you give me an intimidate check, Jimmy? To try to
Sure.
gather the attention of that snake.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Intimidate.
The bottom of the second column.
Yep, I see it. Ooh, a 50. Come on, baby. Oh no, that doesn't look. Ouch.
Okay.
Oh, was that one? Would that one be assume at a penalty still? Like everything
yeah.
I've been doing is at a penalty.
Oh yeah, everything
Because
is
of
at
the
a penalty at the moment, yeah. Oh,
All right, yeah. As I like try to do it, I trip and fall.
Oh no.
Okay. It is now the snake's turn.
Just scream it and all your teeth fall out.
You can you can see it kind of coiling around that sort of central place and looking at each of you intentively. and it's going to attack. At the moment, it only sees Jimmy and Fred, so it will attack each of you once.
Oh,
I
nice.
will need a dodge check from all of you if you would like to dodge that.
That's because I have 4 hit points. Yeah, I'd like to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
Interesting.
70
But-
club.
Okay.
And Jimmy's dead.
Fred, you get slammed by his tail onto the side, and you get pushed back against the throne. You take. Okay, that's going to hurt.
Oh, no.
Oh yes. You take 5 hit points as you get.
And that's the PV, right?
Yeah, you get slammed onto the throne, and the
Can I
snake-
push my roll? Sorry.
Oh yes, do
You
tell. Yeah, but what do you do different to push your roll?
So they're like trying to like dodge and slide to the side. If I'm falling already, I'm just gonna go with it, let my leg collapse, and try to roll and like catch myself on the edge, like get completely out of the way.
Okay, so push your roll. and
Because
we'll
if he
see.
hits me for 5, I'm dead.
Mhm.
So
Come on, Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy. Okay,
Oh,
wait.
you cannot
I've got
cannot-
enough luck.
you cannot spend
can't
luck on a
luck this.
pushed roll.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh, damn it!
You dodge onto the side, and
Poorly.
in lieu of slamming you with the tail, it actually opens his jaw wide and closes it upon you. You are currently inside the snake's mouth.
Ah!
You immediately take 2 points of damage from the overall sort of, trauma.
Yeah.
And it's a combination of suffocation and like stomach acid, so it's not
Gotcha.
great. But you are currently within the snake's mouth. Yes, Percy?
I was going to ask if I could have a reaction to its mouth opening, but
Given
From my
that
hidden-
you are currently like extremely hidden, I'm not exactly sure you would have kept line of sight on the thing. If you want to really
Okay.
remain hidden from it, you would probably not have line of sight.
okay, that's cool. I'll stick with that then because I have a plan.
You do hear, however, Jimmy going like ah. Fred,
Jimmy, no!
all
Jimmy
right.
got eaten.
Can I pull out the shotgun and try to shoot the snake?
you can absolutely try.
Can she if she dodged?
Oh yeah, no, right, you dodged, so you do
Oh.
not get an
Oh.
attack.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
right.
That's fine.
That
That's
is right.
totally fine.
But you can try some
I should
other
have kept my
things.
mouth shut.
I can
Damn
do
being a
what?
stickler for the
You,
rules.
you can try other shit if you have ideas.
I have a really dumb idea.
But go on. These are the ones that are the most
Try to
interesting.
jump on the back of its head. Like,
Oh, interesting.
is that a jump or something? What do I need to do?
That would probably be a jump check. Yep.
Acrobatic
dumb,
author.
okay. I have a
You're not
very low
Bridget
jump.
anymore.
This is a stupid idea. Oh, guess what? 2 luck.
Yep.
That's a success.
Okay.
Nice.
Fred instantly jumps on it and starts to ride the giant snake, kind of like, yeah, yeehaw all the way. You are currently on top of the on the snake's head, and you can see that his eyes are basically the size of your head. It is a
Okay.
huge piece of snake. But you are currently on its head and holding on for dear life, which brings us
Okay.
to Percy.
Percy's. So I'm behind the throne.
Yes.
How far is it from where I am to the edge?
Roughly like 5 to 10 feet.
Okay. So, and you said that on the ground is just snake everywhere, right?
Basically, like the floor of the step that you are in, like the place where the throne is on. This is just solid stone, basically. But
Yes,
the rest of
but-
the room right now, under you, like where you were earlier, is the snake.
So if I was to jump off that ledge and drop straight down, I'd hit snake.
Yep.
Cool. So what I'm actually going to do is light the dynamite and chuck that over the side.
Oh, interesting.
There we go.
Okay, how many sticks of dynamite do you still have?
That is the last one.
That is the last one. Okay. You throw the dynamite, you light it up, throw it onto the side, and the stick kind of like lodges between, like the pieces of the body of the snake, and it seems to be completely engulfed in it. And the explosion itself is muffled. You hear just like a boom, but immediately the snake is recoiling and trying to.
Oh no!
Like, there is this
just
moment
gonna be flailed all around.
Yeah.
Just Jimmy.
I
Wilhelm
need
scream.
both Jimmy and Fred to roll me a dexterity check, please.
Jesus.
Oh, for once I actually succeed.
Okay. Jimmy, you get basically vomited away from his mouth and onto the platform near the throne. Fred, let's see about you. That was a failure. Okay.
Yeah.
You get tossed at the same place. The only difference is that instead of rolling onto the floor, you get tossed onto the throne itself. And as you get thrown on it, first of all, you take 1 point of the damage, as you can definitely hear some of your ribs breaking. But also the whole throne tumbles and falls to the side. It kind of breaks in two parts and just falls to the side, revealing like the center pit in the middle a little bit more. It seems to be like roughly like 5 feet across or something, and it's pitch dark underneath. You have no idea what's underneath that at the moment. But the throne is almost at the edge of the platform at the moment. And you are on the floor, sore as all fucks. Cool.
Probably see Percy now, huh?
Oh yeah, that is.
I think the dynamite probably gave him away.
He still had his lighter in the hand, and he's like, kind of like
Whoa.
weirdly smiling.
Surprise, cockface!
Okay, which brings us to Jimmy.
All right, so spit out, laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Is his mouth still open?
At the moment, it's hissing violently out of pain. So yes, his mouth is open right now.
Cool. I would like to aim the flamethrower and try to put a fireball in his mouth.
All right, roll me a handgun with penalty die.
The snake's like, spicy.
Nope, that is a fail.
Okay, the moment you press the button, the 2 red gems that are the snake's eyes on the decorations light up, and this raging ball of fire just like erupts from it. You are taken aback by the simple recoil of it, and it just goes and completely misses the snake.
Fair enough.
However, the snake now is very aware of what is happening right now, and seeing the flame, it did have a moment of recoil. It does seem to be not a fan of fire either, but he now sees you as an immediate threat.
More than the dynamite that just blew his spine in half?
No, like both of you right now are like more dangerous than the Yeehaw girl, for sure.
Than the Yeehaw girl.
Has the snake comprehended where the dynamite came from, though?
No, he did not.
With everything that was going on.
No, actually, he did not. It was mostly focused on trying to get Fred out of the way. So, which brings us to the snakes. It's going to try to slam both of you. It's going to actually try to use both his attacks to just like swipe the platform with his tail. So I need a dodge check from all of you. Unless you want to take it and then get slammed. Up to you. Okay.
I'm going to use...
Oh my god.
I'm going to use 3 luck.
3 luck
for
for
a success.
Perfect. Fred?
I'm gonna take it, and try to attack next time.
Okay, sounds good. And Jimmy?
I'm debating whether or not I need to push my roll, because if he hits me, I'm smoked. Okay, in this game, is it like D&D where you hit 0 and then you can come back, or is it 0 and it's over?
Now, when you reach 0, you will have some rolls to do to try to remain conscious and, or at the very least, alive. But there's not going to be rolls every turn. It's basically the equivalent of death saves, but like if you miss one roll, you gone.
It's over.
Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm risking it for the biscuit because I need to dodge. So, like while laying on the ground, I'm just gonna roll towards the edge
Okay.
and try to catch myself on the edge and like do the hanging on.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Damn.
So here's what's happening. First of all, as the tail is swiping through the platform, Percy, you do manage to jump right at the right moment. Yes?
Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say, can I push my roll to do something cool?
Oh.
But I think I'll stick with the 3 luck.
Okay.
I'll take
So you
the
do
luck.
manage to avoid the 4 feet wide tail and just like roll on top of it. Fred, you take the brunt of the shock and gets kind of like pushed to the side. You are right at the edge of the sort of like central place. You take an additional 4 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I would have died. I would have died either way.
Hurt.
Jimmy,
Yep.
while you were here's what's happening with your push roll. You were trying to dodge out of the way because you knew that if it hits you, you're a goner.
Yep.
As you do so, you try to jump as much as you can with your one remaining leg, and you do not get high enough, and the tail kind of sweeps your leg and you start to like tumble over, ass over tea kettle, kind of like a rag doll, and end up into the central pit of the platform.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Remember me.
You are falling for what seems like an eternity. And, well, eternity, all things considered right now.
Yeah.
But,
The rest of your life is just falling.
Yeah. Right. It's like I fell for the entirety of the rest of my life.
yeah, sort of. But, as you, when you reach the bottom of it, it is somewhat softer than you expected. You realize that you just landed on a pretty hefty amount of snakes.
Oh, God.
Most of the ones that you
Yeah, they
landed
all
on are heavily dead. You crushed them. But what you can see in front of you is another room. Probably like 10 feet across. But
Just snakes.
it is super dark, and at the moment at the very least you are on top of snakes. Which brings us to Fred. You are currently like onto the platform, right at the edge.
Hashtag still not dead.
It's still not dead.
I'm gonna try to shoot it. with
All
the
right.
shotgun.
Shoot it. Shoot away.
And no.
Okay. The
That's
shot you shoot away, but this thing has an agility that you do not expect for something that size. A quick question, by the way, Jimmy, when you landed on the bottom, did you emit any kind of noise to let people know that you're still alive, or do you just like take the brunt and just
I mean,
recover?
I just would have taken the brunt. Like there might have been an oof,
Yeah. Okay.
but that's it.
Okay. So that was Fred's turn. Percy.
I'm gonna jump off the side
Mm-hmm. Onto the
to
snake.
take cover to the snake. Yeah, but
Okay.
to take away from its head. 'Cause
Okay.
Percy's banking on the fact that it doesn't know that he's there still,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try and get into a firing position whilst remaining concealed.
All right.
Because I
Let's-
can't shoot because I dodged.
Yeah. Let's talk about the jump first. Can you roll me a dexterity check, please? Okay, you jump onto the soft yet very solid like scales of the snake. Right now you are standing on top of its body, away from the head. You're basically on the other side of like the central tower-ish. However, the snake is always moving, so the floor is very unstable at the moment. But you are standing on it at the moment. Are you trying to do something, hide or anything?
Not hide specifically, just basing that there's the dais in the middle and I'm off the other side of it, and hoping that that's not active hiding, no, but like that I'm concealed enough away from the head.
Okay.
And then next, that, and I'll probably crouch as well to be more stable.
Okay, no problem. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Come on, baby.
Carbon baby, all right.
Yes.
At the moment you feel
I could use some of that luck, man. Like,
Get the neon dice. Get the neon dice.
I
Well.
have to.
talking about that, Jimmy, what are you doing?
Yep. So I hit the ground. I'm like, oh, those are snakes. Still laying prone. I'm basically just gonna bring the flamethrower up like next to my head and just fire it off above me, kind of like into the side of the room.
Okay.
Like if I fell and I landed, I look, I'm like, oh, there's snakes. I'm just gonna lay it pointing away from me and just fire.
Okay, so like basically inside the room, not like up to the pit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like inside the room. I'm trying to hit whatever else is in here with me without like having it backflash on me, or at least hopefully not. But
Okay.
I'm also afraid of being eaten alive or, bitten to death by these things.
Okay, sounds good. I will need you to roll me. Just roll me a D100. This is going to be a luck check.
Oh, that's right.
So
Okay.
you need to roll under 35.
Man, you got heaps of luck.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh no!
It's nice knowing you, Jimmy. You're holding it backwards.
Hashtag dead.
Hashtag not yet. Scratch. Dead.
100. Okay. So here's what's happening.
Dude.
It just blows up in my hand. It's just nuclear.
First of all, it does kind of like start to overheat, and you can feel your grip releasing because of the sheer heat of the thing. You take an additional point of damage just for the immediate burn, even though you don't.
1 hit point.
You like don't feel it, but you just like smell the sizzling. All the snakes around you immediately either got toasted or gone. So you are currently, thankfully, alone. But once you were like spraying fire all across, you do notice that inside this small sort of chamber, sanctum, whatever you want to call it, there is a central altar on which there is a shape very reminiscent of what was on the throne up above. The fire has not hurt it, it has not damaged it. There is, however, a big chest onto the side that started to burn and is currently like emitting a heavy fire. So whatever was inside that chest is actively burning at the moment.
Cool. And I'm still alive
Oh yes, for now.
with
Kill
1 hit point.
With 1 hit point. It's an interesting. We'll see what's gonna happen with that because whatever is burning is burning. Anywho,
Oh god.
that brings us to the snake. Right now, it only has one visible target. That's Fred. So he's going to attack twice and try to bite you.
Here I go. I'm gonna be the one that dies.
Yeah,
Very
right.
low.
So I need to dodge check if you want to avoid that.
Oh, I'm gonna dodge. Haha. try.
Come on, Freddy.
Okay.
Okay, a hard
Okay.
success. You
One
do-
more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more.
Come on, hard success. Could be both.
I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it, okay.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
have enough luck
gonna-
for that?
Did I hear, Jimmy? Did I hear the flames? Did I hear something going on down there?
I'm not sure you would have heard it, but you would definitely have seen some light emitting from the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
I want to jump down the hole.
Okay.
Try to dodge.
Okay, roll me your second dodge.
Oh, oh no!
Now is the time for a fumble. So here's the consequence of your pushed roll. You
Ooh.
Man.
seeing the light and getting the feeling that there is probably something down there. You know, last Hail Mary, you jump into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
There is no more snakes to soften your landing at the moment.
But
You
there
take
is a Jimmy.
there. Jimmy is still bit on the
Crushes me.
side.
Just crushes me.
You take let me roll that 3 points of damage,
Oh shit!
and
One
you
hit point.
and you are currently in a state of severe wound as well.
Oh.
I need you to roll me.
I need to.
Everything will be with a penalty die right now, and I need you to
Okay.
also roll me a Constitution check to try to remain conscious.
You're just like me.
Okay, you remain conscious. You are fucked beyond recognition. Jimmy, you hear a ragdoll falling next to you, and you can see with the light of the burning chest the mangled body of Fred onto the side, bleeding profusely. Obviously, one of her arms is completely broken. The bone is sticking out. She is in not a good condition right now. Which brings us to
hell,
Percy.
Freddy.
So, Percy wouldn't have seen none of that.
No.
Can, if he sprints,
Mm.
where am I in relation to the door?
The door you came from?
Yes.
You are. If you sprint, I mean that's going to be a hard. That's going to be a hard roll because the snake is quite big and has quite a lot of reach. But I would say you're like 50 to 60 feet from it.
All right. He's gonna chance that and start booking it across the snake, jumping and ducking and weaving towards the door.
Okay. Are you trying to dodge any incoming attack?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, you know what to roll.
Dodge.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That's an extreme success. You just start to slide down the body of the snake and start to book it. And it turns towards you and starts to try to attack. It tries to bite you, try to give you tails, but you just like jump left and right and left and right, and you continue to sprint. And you are past the entrance, where at the moment it does not follow you. It is way too big for it to fit through the door. Although it is against the opening of the door, and the split tongue is reaching your face right now. But no,
Awesome.
no
This is
more of
exactly what I wanted.
Was sniffing you.
My plan worked perfectly.
Okay, interesting.
That's
So that brings us to Jimmy.
All right. Looking over, seeing Winnifred or just drop in.
Mm.
I'm gonna crawl my broken body over there. Hang on, Freddy. Hang on, I got you. And I'd like to do first aid just to keep her from dying.
All right, roll me a first aid check.
All right, I've got a 80 in this. If I fuck this up, it is a success.
Wow.
Up by one. I rolled a
That's close.
79.
That's
Whoa.
close, man. Okay, Fred, you do recover 1 hit point.
Woo, I
You
just doubled my hit points, you guys.
yeah, you are
I've
still
got double my hit points right now.
in bad condition. Don't get me wrong, but at the
Oh, yeah,
moment,
no,
at the
no.
very least, he tended to your more immediate wounds. So that's something.
Put that tourniquet on, keep the bleeding from
Yeah.
bleeding out.
Yeah, that's going to suck in the morning for sure. Which brings us to the snakes. It is right now extremely unhappy with you, Percy, and you can hear it like you can see it recoiling and try to bash against the opening. Everything kind of like trembles, but as you have noticed with the dynamite, the stone is very dense, and you cannot push through for the sake of it.
Does it take any hit points when it's bashing against the wall?
Oh yes, it does. It does take some damage, and you can definitely see that he is sort of forehead. I don't know if we can call that a forehead for a snake, but there is some traces of some small cuts, small relative to the side of the snake.
This thing, yeah.
But that brings us to Fred.
Could we say that Winnifred just dropped in to see what condition his condition was in?
Nice.
Lovely of you to drop in, but
So I see the chest like on fire.
Yes.
Oh, that's probably what we're here for. We should put that out.
I thought we were here for a mummy.
Well, it could be in there.
Isn't the mummy on the seat?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it just sitting there?
It is.
I thought.
The shape that you can find on the altar, it's lying down, and it's definitely the shape that you saw like earlier on the throne. But it seems more, it has a different texture to it. While everything on top was like dry and brittle, it was the shed skin. This creature has a more oilish kind of texture. It is kind of like iridescent and jewel-like on the scales. It like kind of like glimmers with like the fire on the chest. It looks pretty considering all the horrors that you've seen so far.
I say we
some in
just.
there we can use though. So
You can feel free. I'm not messing with it. I'm gonna grab Mummy and pull it over here into the corner, and I'm gonna lay down.
Okay. In that
Laying down
case,
with the mummy.
yeah.
I'm
I
using
would've-
it as cover. Just put the body up on top of me.
can I?
I can't take another hit.
No, I understand. Can
So,
I
yeah.
open the chest?
Oh well, at the
the
moment the
flame.
chest is on fire. If you want to open
Yeah.
it, you're gonna definitely have to like turn it off
Put
first.
something on, like take off my coat and tap it out.
Okay, I'm gonna call that a survival check. It's nothing out of fire would probably fit within survival. In my head.
I'm not very good at that. Oh man.
Interesting. Okay.
I know.
You
I had a 1 in there.
Can anyone
You're-
else hear the Benny
yeah.
Hill? Just wow, wow.
so your cloak starts to catch fire. And that brings us to Percy. The snake is aggressively bashing against the entrance and cannot reach you. It's trying. They can't. What do you do?
Percy's gonna time it to when it's like the door is full
Mm-hmm.
with snake mouth
Mm-hmm.
and just full auto as Thompson machine gun down its trap.
Okay.
Get it. Fucking Get it.
Roll me your rifle check.
See, this is the thing. Like, I'm gonna roll this and I'm gonna miss, even though the snake
Oh.
is filling the whole door.
Don't you?
Right.
I would assume you get a bonus because you're.
Oh yeah.
Do you
You
not
would
have a bonus.
You would get a bonus die, absolutely. Like there is absolutely no way you would fail that under
Like,
normal
You're
circumstances.
trying to shoot a wall.
Hard success.
There you go.
You empty the magazine into
Oh, I
the-
didn't. I didn't roll it in the right place for the bloody
Oh,
damage.
it's okay. Roll it from your inventory and then roll the damage. Plus, it's still.
Oh, that one's an extreme success.
Yeah, no, we're still keeping the hard success.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm being already like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
So, do you find the roll damage? Okay, 16 points of damage. Okay, Jesus. You empty the magazine into that snake's mouth that recoils and hisses violently at you, and you are being splashed with sprays of blood coming from that snake's mouth, and it's currently trying to examine the situation and trying to find what to do. You can see confusion in that snake's eyes as well as pain. You catch your breath a little bit with your gun still smoking, and you hear behind you, "Hello," and you can see Lazlo few feet away from you, his hands up,
Uh-oh.
and he's looking at you with an air of fear. And this is where we're going to stop for today.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Yes,
Yikes.
indeed.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, he kills the snake and then comes rescues the two people who are currently on fire holding a mummy.
No, at the moment, no. So maybe if I'm being spicy enough, I will try to get another interlude with Mike to try to see what happened to him in the meantime.
There we go. In the
That could be
meantime.
real fun. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you for the next episode of The Two-Headed Serpent. And in the meantime,
Maybe.
have a beautiful time zone. Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye.
Hey.